The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
58. That's fine, yeah.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. All right. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Right. Come off the ball. Hard. Get down.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Aguilar has it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing is Allen on third. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. Buying time to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mario Edwards coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On play action. Now Rodgers. To Mixon on the check down. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Green 18.
Rodgers now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Detroit! Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A run, it's Murray. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Go. Over. Hey, check.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And some room to work. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked up by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chief. On second down, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Zoom. That's fine, yeah.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Green 39. Green 39.
From midfield, here's Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Leopard. All right, here we go.
That was second down run for Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
Box it. Zoom. Next north.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Go to 50.
shotgun now for Rodgers. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A very solid gain of 27.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's fine, yeah. Watch the motion. Gun.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Allen now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. Oh, twisting away. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Hey, check 26. Hey, where y'all going? Jumbo!
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Play action. Now it's Allen. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Detroit!
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Right. 319. Oko over here. Switch. 319.
And the pitch goes to Mixon. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Caught right side, Tate. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Check 24. Watch 24. J-Mike. Check.
Here's a give to Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, 88. 319. Hey, check 26. 319.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers completes it to Aguilar. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
We got 3. Get 300.
To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
319. Yeah, Liz.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers now on first down. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now Rodgers to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rodgers now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Get 300. Get 300. Shift. Oko, over here. Mike 50. Box it.
Again, it's Mixon, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. To throw is Rodgers on third down. Aguilar has it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, look at 56. Look here.
Allen off the play fake. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Strong left. Strong left. Get 300. Get 300. Got 4 down. 4 down.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
We got 3.
On play action, Rodgers. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying,
and the Chiefs are going to get him. Mario Edwards in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, Allen under pressure again, and down he goes again. Christian Covington in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go. They've got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. We're back now in KC. On first down, Allen looking deep downfield. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
319. Yeah, Liz. That's fine, yeah.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Flushed out right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Go to 50. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Powerful running. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They come out here in the eye. Here's a run with Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
Rodgers throwing here. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Hey, check 26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball in the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, line it.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.